Now that we found Judgment Bird, we have a choice. And people were even saying that in the comments. Hey, you have a choice now. You can either do the bird event right now, which people were saying, oh, hold on, the brand new one that we were doing work with just broke out. Apparently you can't have a good day with it, can you? I was hoping to show you this as I learned more about it, but might as well do it right now. Just get out of there. Get out of there. Just leave. I don't know what this thing does, how it works, but it's the strange butterfly thing. Hopefully it's not immune to red damage, because we're about to just wreck it as long as it's not. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Huh. What's happening now? Oh my god. It spits out butterflies. Or, yeah, butterflies. They're not moths. Because moths would have, like, little furry bits on the top, I think. Yeah. They're not very strong. Oh, it's because they do white damage. Oh, okay. All good. Overly dramatic much? Well, at least we can learn something about it. We had some pretty good days. My guess, you can't have good days with this thing. So let's learn if that is true. It was really kind of weak. When employees of Justice level 2 or lower finish working with it, equip buff counter lowered. Well, that wasn't an issue. I sent Piper. They're maxed out. The above phenomenon also occurred when an employee's fortitude level 4 or higher finished work. So there's the problem. It wasn't because we were doing bad work or good work with it. It's because we were too strong. When the work result was bad, the equip buff counter lowered with a high probability. So is Insight actually good with this thing? Yeah, sort of, kind of. But that means I'm going to have to run someone down here that actually has like half stats. You know, that's okay. If we need half stats, I've got a crap load of half stats up here. So all of my half stats come down here. That's what I'm going to call our lower level agents now. Because everything I said about them before always seemed so mean. Mainly because it was. I mean, they deserve it. No, I'm kidding. They're good. They do their own thing. Oh, crap. No, I bumped everybody's fortitude up. Is there anybody with a lower fortitude? Anywhere? I think I accidentally bumped all of their fortitudes above 4. Well, I have a new plan. My new plan is leave the half stats where they are, and I'm going to actually just start... I'm going to keep sending Piper in. But otherwise, I'm going to basically camp this hallway and send someone in that's going to have a beautiful day with this thing. But they're going to be way over-leveled, so it's going to get out. I guess what I'm saying is the big bird's going to drop by 1 because that thing's going to get out constantly. What I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by something escaping. Now that we have the birds, we have all 3 birds, we have the opportunity to have the bird event. Now, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily sold on doing the bird event right now, because people were saying, even in the comments, they were saying, hey, you have a choice here. You can either do it right now, right this second, and enjoy the chaos that ensues. Although at this point, I have Big Bird and I have Punishing Bird, so it's just the Judgment Bird that would go away. So that, all in all, isn't going to make much difference. But I have that option. I have the option to either do it now, that way I can rewind and retry and kind of get rid of any sort of problematic thing that might happen, because I don't know what's going to happen. Or I can do something that I probably am going to do and that I probably should do. And that is, I can rewind and re-roll into some better abnormalities. And I could leave Judgment Bird in my facility. Go and get Judgment Bird again. Go back and look for it. While also kind of building my facility. Because it doesn't seem like the birds are all that difficult. I have yet to max out Judgment Bird, so I'm going to do that right now. Which means that we can kind of sort of take a look. Everything except repression work is fine. Normal and bad days are the only thing that drop it. So... this is pretty good so far. What's the escape information looking like? So it endures pretty much everything, but it's super vulnerable to pale. This is a really good wire to have. And it has olive gear. Oh my god! This is the sword! The sword that the Red Mist used. I remember this sword. I think it has like... it has a range on it, doesn't it? Like a ranged attack? That's why it's medium, I think. It has a little bit of like an extension, like wave attack. Normal speed, 2 to 4 damage, but that's pale damage. And it's olive pale damage. I want this. I need this. I need both of these. In fact, I'm going to keep the bird. Because it's 0.5 on everything. It's another white knight. I mean, the white knight is better if you have it. But this is another white knight outfit. Arguably, this outfit is way better than this Justicia? The Justicia weapon. Arguably, this is better. It's kind of cool. It also has good movement speed and attack speed. Repression work success rate is +6. That's okay, I guess. The move speed and attack speed are what I really want. I am definitely keeping Judgment Bird. Why would anyone not take Judgment Bird? Besides the fact that maybe when it gets out, something horrific happens. And we know that something horrific is going to happen when all of them get out. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. So I guess, long story short, what I was trying to say is that I don't think I'm going to do the birds right now. I'm going to hold off and I'm going to finalize most of the abnormalities in this department before I do any of that. Okay, silly. What are you? You are the funeral of the dead butterflies. The heck is that supposed to mean? I guess it's just kind of a cool name, but still. Usually some of the names kind of mean something. This one, I'm not really sure about. Change my mind! Those weapons are really cool! Oh my god! I love dual pistols like this, but the fact that they're Solemn Lament and they hit very fast at an extremely long range and they're wars for a he, this is like Der Freischütz weapon all over again. This is cool. I like this. I definitely could see myself using these. It just, if nothing else, just because they're so awesome. I knew this was going to happen eventually, because I didn't clear out all of the little clerks, but the Mountain of Smiling Bodies is out. Which is okay, because I can send the Silver Mist to suppress that thing. I'm going to send them and probably a few others just to kind of handle it. So that'll be good. Unfortunately for me, though, we're in the middle of a dusk ordeal, so that kind of sucks. But I do have some of my half stats kind of running for their lives as they're being chased by a ball of smushed up clown, which is still very concerning for me. Look at that thing. It is disgusting and horrific and does too much damage. I think I'll be okay as long as I kind of have Silver Mist here, because we're not going to take a lot of damage. So, as I thought, this was going to go real fast against this one. Now, I need to see if there are any baby clowns that pop out, because I know that they pop out really fast. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my half stats. They need to be ready. They're going to be on baby clown duty. So I need to put them back up probably around here-ish, I think. That way they can go up and down whenever the baby clowns pop out. And I know the medium-sized clown is going to be taken care of quickly. This big one is probably going to start rolling again, so I need to be careful. So let's slow it. That's my last bullet. If I can get past this dusk, I think I'm done. I don't think I have any more ordeals that can happen, so then I can max out all of these stats. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to deal with this. Oh, good. That's done. Which means that I can now send in all of my heavies up here. Here it goes. There's the damage. It was Posey. The second Posey showed up with Lewis. Lewis weakens them to red damage, and Posey just annihilates them. You guys need to get back in there. Yeah, you need to deal with that now. There was another clown that got away. I don't know where that clown was supposed to be, but... And then... yeah, that was pretty successful all in all. We didn't really need the boxes, but I'll take them. Thank you. So now I can just flip my days. Now the real problem with this is that I like this facility. I love this. After playing around with the funeral a little bit, it's decent. It's got a good gift. I love that gift. It has a cool looking weapon, and even the gift it gives looks awesome. It looks amazing. So it sucks, and I'm going to have to end this day and rewind to get rid of all of these, because these are pretty decent. I guess, I would swap out Notes, and I would swap out Theresia. I don't know what items I necessarily want, but these are definitely good abnormalities that I want all of these in my final facility. The Knight of Despair's gift is what I'm aiming for. That move speed, attack speed, and +2 SP is really good, and it counteracts a few of the other items that we have that are also pretty decent, but they drop SP. So, I don't know if I'll end up with all of these. I'm hoping I end up with all of these. You know, I have the means to do it. I can just rewind until I get them. And then when I'm finally ready to push forward, I will also reset everyone's gear, because everyone just has the lowest tier, crappiest gear that I was willing to give them, out of fear that when they did work with things, that they would drop dead, and that's just not happening. All of our agents are a lot stronger than I gave them credit for. One of the comments also said that you can get up to 3 of the feathers. So I need to suppress the Firebird at least 2 more times. So I got the Firebird again. On top of that, I also got this thing, which seems cute in a very terrifying way, because it looks like it's vomiting up all of its entrails, because looks like it's kind of stuffed with these pink flowers. So I don't know what this thing is. I want to do some work with it, though. Once I finally... The new thing escaped. What do you mean, the new thing escaped? I believe you can do better than your predecessors. We did fine with this thing. What do you mean it escaped? Hold on. Before I do anything else, let's learn something about it. When the work result was good, the quip-off counter lowered. Great. It's one of those. God. Oh, fine. And it seems like it only has 1 quip-off counter. It looks like it's a war. -4. That's a war, so it's going to be sort of deadly, but not too difficult. Like, I'm going to handle it, no problem. Does it teleport? Son of a gun. It teleports. Well, my idea of stacking all of these little idiots right there is not a good one. Let's go get this. Let's hunt this down. Hold on. What is it doing? I don't like it. Actually, all of these little guys, they're all my agents up here are pretty strong too. So let's send them in, see what they can do. They've all got decent stats. What the heck is it doing? It scares me. I don't think it died. I think it just teleported. I thought, wow, we just touched it and this thing's dead. Nope. Oh, you're over with the half stats. Leave the half stats alone. I think this thing's just sort of tanky. Oh, and immune to almost everything. Holy crap. Do you see all of the immunities going on in here? Whoa, something just went nuts. Who is that? If you're in there and you're in this department, leave. You're a half stat. Get out of there. Oh my god, buddy. You almost died. Well, almost went insane. Which is equivalent to a death sentence sometimes in this game. But I'm almost positive that whatever my beautiful pink giraffe is it's a massive tank. Just a huge damage sponge that will not only absorb the damage, but will lower the Quiploff counters of everything in the department that it sits in. So you have to chase it down, and once you've successfully managed to catch it, you have to beat it into submission. And once you've successfully managed that, it goes back. And we start that whole process all over again. I forget what this thing is immune to, but it doesn't particularly matter. The only ones in here who are going to take any damage, are the clerks, and it was only 3 of them. God, everyone in this room is stacked. That's what happens when you give them all olive gear. I'm going to send in Posey, who has really bad stats because they have the temperance hit and the blindness. So that should be a bad day with that thing. I bet you anything. It says something like when you have a good day, the Quiploff counter lowers. When you have a bad day, the Quiploff counter lowers. And I almost guarantee there's like 2 spots. There's 2 boxes that you have to hit in order to have a medium day. Because that would be such a silent orchestra, right? Yeah, silent orchestra thing to do. Well, you can't have any worse day than this. So, is it out now? How did I know it? How did I guess that? I just, I had a feeling that this thing was going to be that kind of obnoxious. It turns out I was right about the pink giraffe. So I unlocked the first one. We saw that one. When the work result was good, Quiplaw counter lowered. When the work result was bad, the Quiplaw counter lowered. I also unlocked all of the different work results. That way I kind of know what I can and can't get away with this thing. Insight seems to be a pretty good one. For some reason, all of our agents are really good at doing work, though, because they're all maxed out. So the unfortunate thing is we really can't have a bad day with it. Or a medium day with it. It's okay, though. It's not as terrifying as the Silent Orchestra is. Now, what is it called, though? How do you say that? Elrion? I think it's Elrion. So, the pink giraffe, it is a war. It has kind of okay outfit stats. What's its escape information? Yeah, I knew it was a 1. It's immune to white. That's what was happening. And it's practically immune to dark damage too. So pale it's weak to, which is good because I was smacking it with some pale damage. Thank God we got a few pale stuff now. Now what's also sort of interesting is his weapon. It's a long range, or hold on, very long range, which tells me I think it hits the entire hallway. I think every time I hear very long range, it goes the span of the hallway, which means that it should do white damage to even all of our agents who are taking white damage in combat. So this is probably a really good weapon to have. I also decided to, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I decided to let the Firebird out a second time. So I've suppressed it twice now. And we're done with the workday. So I could, I guess, keep doing some work with this until I get the 180 boxes I need. But I'm thinking about doing that then in the next day. No, you know what? Let's keep going, at least until I get another ordeal. And then I might just kind of stop it there. But at least for right now, we're doing some pretty good work with this. I want those weapons if I can get them. I decided to check, and we've done it. 100% abnormality dissolution. So we have them all. I know all of their stories. I know everything there is to know about them. Now, the only ones I might not know because people said that it doesn't count in this are like the donor ones, the D ones. So there may be one that I'm missing that I just don't know. So if I am, please let me know. But I think, no matter what, I have the 100%. I have the ending I need. Now I can start working toward my definitive end. Now, before I do anything else, though, I want to go back in. I want to see if I got 2 feathers or if I just got the 1, because I suppressed it 3 times. It got out 3 times because the stupid pink giraffe kept getting out. I need to do a little bit more work with the pink giraffe because I need at least 3 more boxes. I want to get at least 2 of these weapons. I only got 1 feather, so you just get 1 per day. So I could get 1 more. And I don't remember where I got Exuvia from. Yeah, Exuvia. Okay, so I have that. So I don't have to worry about that. I love that because it makes them weaker to red damage. And we do a lot of red damage, especially paired with the King of Greed's weapons. So I'm looking for, I think, King of Greed, Knight of Despair, and probably their backwards winding clock in this row. If I can find those, that would be good. And then down here, I'm thinking probably, I mean, obviously Judgment Bird for sure. I think I want the Mountain of Bodies. That was a good one. And its hammer is amazing because it slows things down. I know I'm going to go through all of this in Project Lore Build a little bit, but each time an attack target dies, Fortitude and Justice will rise by 3, which is crazy. You also decrease the target's movement speed on normal attack. And you decrease every enemy's movement speed in the same room on performing a special attack. So everything slows way the heck down. That's really, really, really good. So the hammer's awesome. I would definitely want that. Some of the other ones, I'll have to think about it. I don't know for sure which ones in particular I'm going to be taking with me. And then as we push through, I'll try to max out the stats of all of our agents a little bit. We're absolutely there. Now is the push to the finish. And I'm going to start that in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one. And remember to take care and goodbye.